Hello, Leo. How's it going? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. So today I'm doing readings for the new moon happening in a couple of days from now, less than 48 hours, I think, at this point. It's happening in Aries, and there's also going to be a partial solar eclipse. So, some blockage with the sun's light, but that does not mean that the sun isn't shining. So don't let it damper your awesomeness, your fabulous ego, all of the things that make you wonderful and such a such a great energy to have around. So with that, my fabulous Leos, let's draw a oracle card from the Deviant Moon Abandoned Oracle. Link is in the description box. This is the paradoxical edition. Oh my gosh, is our addiction something that you're dealing with right now? So paradoxical edition. I like to use the paradoxical editions for the new moon reads. I'm still stuck on the neon though, so we're mixing it up, but it's reversed, kind of like negatives from taking pictures from photography. So let's see what we have in store for the Leos. Ooh, playthings. Uh-oh. You better watch out what you're enjoying whatever outlet you're using to enjoy yourself with. It may bite you in the butt or the eyeball here in the instance of this misfortunate baby person. So making sure that you're not being a baby about it either, because you're making adult decisions to engage with whatever it is that alters your mood, that creates that dopamine effect for you. Get yourself, caught up on, the dopamine effect, and just be informed, making sure that all of your decisions are informed so that you don't end up being a sucker for your own behavior and dwelling on it. So this card does indicate us underestimating some danger, multiple problems that might be on you at one time. You could also be feeling outnumbered, and someone or something or a group are taking advantage of someone innocent on some level, because you see this is just a little baby. So somebody who is vulnerable on some level, or who has access needs, and you are just bullying them, or this could be you. So hopefully it's not you, and hopefully you're not being a bully. And this is just a matter of making sure that you have some folks that have your back, so that when this happens, if you find yourself surrounded by, or just feeling overwhelmed by what you're surrounded with, having a great support network is really going to help you. Because as awesome as you are and as fabulous and powerful as you are, it's really important to have a great support system for those times when you are in need. It happens to all of us. So let's get into some tarot for you, Leo. So we're going to do a general reading for this upcoming new moon. And this reading will last until the next lunar phase, when we refresh and come together for the first quarter. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So timing is off on some level. You are concerned that something is not meant to be. You're worried whether or not it is or it isn't. That's a tricky one. If it involves a person or if it involves your health, it can mean completely different things. Maybe this is somebody that you're really sort of hooked on. You really feel it with them. You're into all the feels. It could be unhealthy. This could also be your health in general as a whole, but getting grounded, using your mind to not intellectualize everything and to actually let go of whatever dialogue you've got going on that is keeping you from being in touch with your feelings and listening to whatever wisdom is being shared with you or whichever wisdom you already know of and have the capacity to activate within you. You don't want to keep all the things that are sacred in like your own little mental jail. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to help you. It's not effective. It's not progressive. So hard times and, feelings of despair, injury maybe, or could just be unhealthy. You're unhealthy. This situation is very unhealthy and it will sort of lead you down the rabbit hole to despair. So that this is very connected to your concern. You're worried that if you maybe stay with this person or within this environment, this scene, whatever scene you're on or whatever you're into, it's just gonna suck the life out of you. So you need to, and it might be, it might be a bit of an upward battle, whatever you're trying to let go of. That could also be what this card is implying as well. So are you willing to take that on, to seek help, and to, deal with the fact that sometimes like help is going to turn their back on you. That's something that that is a part of the 5. It's, folks who are standing outside of a place of worship here. And there's just a window. There's nobody else. So feeling like you're being gazed upon on some level might be crossing your concern. Like you really feel like people are watching you, or I always feel like somebody's watching me. Well, we live in a culture that is dominated by panopticon ideology. You can look that up, do some research on what it is to be surveillance culture and just the whole business of everybody thinking that your business is theirs. Meanwhile, they act like they don't want theirs to be yours. It's very one-sided. But that is it's very common when you have imbalances of power. So we have here the 2 of Cups. There's a lack of balance overlooking the situation with regards to your emotions. So getting in touch with your emotions, figuring out what it is that you're feeling, or even if you can't figure out what you're feeling, at least just go through feeling it and know that it is only temporary and that it is part of the process that will get you through the shit. Okay, so then we have the Knight of Cups. So there is a person. I don't think this is you because this is most likely a water sign. It could be an earth sign, but I mean, either way, it's somebody who isn't you. And actually, this is somebody that you have your mind on. So someone that you have your mind on, this could also be your inner Knight of Cups. This could be the lover within you who is not balanced, who is really just about quantity versus quality, unfortunately. So how do you really want to live your life? Because the way you show up for other people and the way that you show up for yourself in your interactions with other people is going to determine a lot of things. And if you are not in it to win it, desperate times are going to call for desperate measures at the end of the day. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be broke. It just means that you're going to be like love broke. And when you're wanting to have love, it's not going to be there. So just be wise. Be mindful of also of your confidence and your right to have a healthy relationship, because like you're selling yourself short in not having healthy relationships if that's the type of situation that you're in right now. So let's move on and examine our past and immediate future with the Next World Tarot. Nine of Pentacles, Sagittarius got this as well. So coming from a place where you are very self-sufficient, like you can manage on your own, and you can manage yourself within a relationship. So that's good. That's good. And this is in terms of health and manifesting finances and skill development. So you are, you're basically at a pretty decent, maybe modest peak. It might not be, at quite at the 10 level where you have legacy, children, grandchildren, you're established on some level and have assets, but you're covered, which is good. And no matter what, like you've got it covered. That's what's great about the Nine of Pentacles. And you find pleasure in what you do. There's things that you do, that you participate in, that you really enjoy. And they may seem boring to some people, but you're content. That's really commendable. Because, finding joy in whatever you do is really the ultimate satisfaction, right? Especially if you have what others may see as not an exciting career. It may be what works for you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with modestly living your best life. I am all about that life. So let's see what we have. Ooh. So we have the Hierophant, spiritual leader, contracts, and also guidance with regards to, feeling good and maintaining joy, accountability even, because when we think about, Hierophants, priests, spiritual advisors, they really hold us accountable to ourselves and to the people that we are committed to. So this could also even be administrative stuff that you're dealing with as well. Any kind of like paperwork, contracts. The messenger also is about everything within that has to do with taking care of your domestic affairs. And it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or if you're single. That is where the messenger is at. They also have messages of truth, messages that inspire, motivational interviewing. Those are all the things that a good spiritual advisor / counselor, social worker, anybody like that. But this is ruled by Taurus, so very earth-centered, grounding, even, helping you to foster a great connection with the ground that we walk on. So let's see here. Also finding pleasure in the ground that we walk on. Folks really just take dirt and water for granted. Let's see what we got here. We have the Two of Pentacles. So it's reversed. Intersection and Jupiter and Capricorn. I don't think Jupiter likes being in Capricorn. Capricorn is a great sign when it comes to work and getting shit done. They're the go-getters. But it could be that there's like a lack of, maybe you feel like it's like that 7-year itch kind of vibe. Not that you are wanting to seek pleasure outside on like, a don't ask, don't tell level. If that's the case, then make sure that both of you subscribe to don't ask, don't tell. Like, despite that being, a weak policy, maybe it works for some people, it's still a policy. So there's still an element of consent, which, I'm all for. So making sure that, that there's compatibility. Both have the same goals. You're working towards the same thing. And that you're willing to put in effort. It's a balance, right? And the Two of Pentacles is, it's a bit of a paycheck to paycheck type of vibe as well. It could be the reason why it's reversed, because maybe you're not feeling your paycheck to paycheck life. Like you don't have, like you're at the 9 and not the 10, right? You don't have that acquired wealth. So it may not have anything to do with your relationship, but definitely has to do with like your relationship with money and upward mobility. I would say your attitude, maybe you're stuck on upward mobility. You think that that's successful, or that if you're not climbing the upward scale ladder, that you're less than, which is not the case. So make sure you're not beating yourself up for nothing. That's all I'm saying. I don't see why that would be the case, you being the fabulous Leo that you are. So just remember that. We're going into some debilitated energy right now, so that's maybe something that you need to let go of, that negative self-talk. You can Google, I think it's like 5 or 6 levels of self-talk. It's all there. So let's see what we have next. The way that others see you. The Chariot. So others see you as being like not really moving forward with whatever your heart, wherever your heart lies. So that's I know that sounds very vague. Wherever your heart lies could be who you're committed to, how you enjoy expressing yourself, hobbies, what else? Anything really. Spirituality though, forward movement, spirituality. So you may be sort of stuck in a mindset that is not, I don't want to say progressive, it's just not as open as it could be. So being into new things, maybe expanding a little bit more on possibilities that are related to how you express yourself, how you allow, the moon's energy to influence you. Maybe you want to look to the moon a little bit more and into those teachings. So there's quite a bit going on there in your environment. Other people see you as maybe they see you as a little bit stubborn. They don't really see you as an influencer, or as easy, like you're just not easy to influence. So it is what it is. Whether you want to, come out of your shell a little bit more or not, that's entirely up to you. I would just make sure that, if it's really causing a lot of damage or a lot of conflict within your relationships, you may want to reconsider visiting how what you have to offer to the situation and how you could improve that. So let's check out some deviant moon here. See what's up. See what's up for your hopes and fears. Ooh, we have Bacchus. We have pulled the Hierophant again. So, I don't know, like maybe you're not happy with who you have advising you on a spiritual level. Or, I don't know, maybe you are also trying to be spiritual and guide people in some way, and you're just not feeling, I don't know, like you're just not really getting pleasure out of it. Like when you think of Bacchus, like this, this little person here, this little deity is all about spirits, wine and spirits and having a good time. So I don't know. 'Tis the season. And maybe you're just letting it get the best of you, or it's too much. Like think about, like there's a time and a place for excess. And then even then, like sometimes you have to revisit that time and place and be like, is this really working? Is my behavior, we have to ask ourselves, is our behavior conducive to health, wellness, security? And like, is it threatening our ability to feel pleasure and contentment in all of the areas of our life, or in most of the areas of our life, at least? Like, is our pursuit of a fix getting in the way of what it is that we really want? So that's something that you have to ask yourself. Are you in tune with when you are going to know that it's enough? And I feel like this new moon, we have a picture of the new moon in this card right here. So this new moon is going to be an eye-opener for you, and hopefully in a good way, where you're able to really get a good look at what it is that you need to work on and take seriously moving forwards. And we'll see. Finally, we have the Two of Swords reversed. So I would say that what you need to work on is being 100 eyes ready. So making sure that you are in tune with your inner mental ninja and ready to meet whatever comes your way. Whatever comes your way. So being prepared for the unknown. And you have that in you. You totally have that in you. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're self-sufficient. And maybe you want to expand that a little bit more to be supportive of other folks who you are, who you have commitments to, who you hold, who you are responsible for on some level. And let's see what the spiritual AF deck, the message for you, Leo. Grab your own butt and love yourself. Hey now. Whatever type, whatever type of butt you have, you're a complete psychopath if you can't see that butts of all kinds are super fucking awesome. Look around at all the butts of the world. Big butts, teeny tiny butts, jiggly butts, orangutan butts, elephant butts. Grab your butt right now. Aren't you lucky to be the kind of animal that gets to have a butt? Answer, yes, you're lucky. very, very lucky. And you know it. You know it. So grab your own butt and love yourself. Damn it. What a great way to end this read. So thank you so much, Leo. Please do hit that subscribe button for more. You can catch me on Twitch this weekend, or you can hang out and wait for the first quarter reads happening in about 7 days from now. So we will see you then, and bye for now.